ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Pro boxing returns to the Bahamas tomorrow night. Charles Fisher is in the nation's second city, and he's standing by with the headliner.
Good evening, Johnny, and good evening, Bahamas. We are here at Pelican Bay, a day before the backyard rumble with the heavyweight champion, Sherman the Tank Williams. And Sherman, one more day to go before the big fight. How are things looking?
Yeah, everything looking good. For me personally, I'm relaxed. I enjoyed the weekend Freeport. Got a morning swim every morning at Silver Point, and yeah, I'm feeling relaxed. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to give Mendoza the count punch to take back to Colombia.
What much can you tell us about your opponent?
Well, he's a very durable fighter. He was a former light heavyweight champion, cruiserweight champion. He fought Luis Ortiz, who just lost for the heavyweight title against Deontay Wilder. You know, he's a pretty durable guy. He's been a Fede Caribbean champion. He's been WBC Latino champion. He's 6'2", and he likes to use his jab and move around the ring. So, you know, for me, it's just going to be getting on the inside, closing the distance, and go to work. Take the body and try to catch him with the counter punch.
Any butterflies? I know you've fought all over the world, but fighting back here in Grand Bahama, any butterflies yet?
No, ain't no butterflies at all. I mean, you know, with every fight, you get some, you know, anxious anticipation. So right now, I actually wish it was Saturday so we could just get this over with. You know, I feel a little antsy. You know, I'm throwing a little bit of punches in the room. Maid came to make up the bed, and she asked if it was safe. You know, I'm ready to go. You know, before every fight, you get a little bit of jitters, but that's normal with competitive sports. You know, I'm kind of anxious, so it's a little bit harder now to relax because my mind is going. I already played this fight over in my head, and believe me, it's not going to go to 10 rounds. You know, my visual perspective is taking him in 2 or 3, going to the body and catching him at the over and right.
So there you have it, Johnny. Sherman the Tank Williams ready to rumble Saturday night here in Grand Bahama.
2 more champions crowned yesterday in the private school volleyball season. For more on that, here's Amajal Knowles.
Well, the BAISS crowned 2 new champions yesterday in junior girls and boys volleyball, and let's just say it was a red affair. Over on the girls' side, the St. Augustine's Big Red Machine took care of the Queens College Comets in their first game in 3 sets, winning 17-8 and 15-8, before handling St. Andrews in the championship game in 2 sets, winning both 17-12. Winning players Keandra Meadows and Antonisha Moultrie.
It's all about practicing, practicing, practicing. What we've done out here is nothing as much as we've done out at practice, running, jumping, all of our practice routines. It's nothing out here. It was a little bit easy, even though we're getting tired. Our team on the bench, they hyping us up.
What we practice is what we bring here, and what we practice was good, so we brought it.
Over on the boys' side, SAC again coming up with the championship win in the first game, defeating St. Andrews in 3 sets, winning 17-12 and 17-14, and taking care of QC in the final game, winning 25-8 and 25-20. Tarash Hudson on the team's win.
The final set, well, it started off a little rocky for us. It was a close set at first until we had a good service, about 9 points. We got us a lead, and we kept the lead from there.
Now, as for SAC taking home both trophies, Hudson says this proves that SAC is still an athletic powerhouse.
You know, it's good to know that, you know, SAC is still dominant in sports and that we still could carry on victory.
For the girls, in what is their second win in as many years, according to them, they plan to make it a 3-peat next year. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Amajal Knowles.
The Bahamas Bowling Federation's Nationals underway at Mario's after 2 blocks. David Slatter leading the way on the men's side.
Well, I'm having a good night tonight. I mean, the first night was average, not as good as I'd like. Tonight I'm averaging around 230, which is a lot better. Looking to be the first 3-time repeat champion, so got a lot on the line. Lee Davis and I have been going at it since 1989. So I've got 5, he's got 4. So I want to make it 6 to his 4. I don't want him to catch me up. So Lee would be probably the main competition. Sonny Lockhart as well. Richie Pyfram has also done well, has won the Nationals a couple of years ago, beat me I think 3 years ago. So yeah, it's a lot of good competition.
While Slatter had to come from behind to gain the lead for the man, the lead on the ladies' side remains the same as Driscoll Roll is still on top. The Nationals continue until next Sunday, June the 3rd. Competition at the Americas Group 3 Davis Cup tie gets underway on Monday in Costa Rica. The Bahamas will be among 9 countries taking part, and they need a top 2 finish to advance to Group 2 in 2019. With Baker Newman just finishing college, Philip Major and Jody Turnquist on the circuit, and player captain Marvin Roll residing here at home, this weekend will be the first time the team comes together, and Roll spoke about their first order of business.
For sure, get used to the altitude, because it's going to be like 3,000 feet. But it's not that severe, because Bolivia was much higher. But yeah, just get there, get used to the courts, get used to the balls. I know probably Baker and PJ will be playing the singles, and probably me and Jody will be playing the doubles, but that could change when we get there. PJ, Jody and Baker, they prefer the hard court, so that will help us throughout the whole tie.
The original Thomas A. Robinson Stadium busy with activity this week after hosting the Frank Pancharamang National Primary School Track and Field Championships the past 3 days. It's all about Special Olympics come tomorrow.
The program's pretty vibrant down in Eleuthera. We have 2 or 3 good athletes actually, so we're hoping for good things. We just did bocce in Eleuthera recently. We had, including ourselves, we have 5 islands there: Abaco, Grand Bahama, Exuma and New Providence. And that was a great weekend. It was a wonderful weekend. And then we coming in, obviously this weekend is track and field. So it's mostly sprinters or the short races, But we have a boy, Kevin, we're hoping for big things from.
The 2018 WNBA season is underway, and the Connecticut Sun 2-0 following a 102-94 win last night over the LA Sparks. Jonquel Jones coming off the bench. She went 7 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from behind the arc, and a perfect 1 of 1 at the line. She had 17 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists in just under 24 minutes on court. Jones and the Sun returning to the floor again tomorrow night against the Indiana Fever. For sports, stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.